Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Fun packed last 24 hours, man. My goodness. Woke up this morning. Yeah, it was the cream cracker from yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Sports day. Oh, wonderful sports day. Well, at least the children enjoyed it anyway. But we are back. We are live. It's Wednesday, not hump day. It is Wednesday. We are live and direct from somewhere across the universe. I saw Ad Astra yesterday. Somewhere, planet Earth and somewhere in the UK. I won't tell you the directions. But anyhow, we're going to be talking about a particular birthday that I was supposed to do a show yesterday, and I fell asleep. But we're going to be celebrating, talking about this guy's birthday. William Saliba. Oh my God, what's happened to William Saliba? Is he going to be dropped for the World Cup? I hope not. And some other bits and pieces of news I can't remember now. But see me on the other side of this smoother version of the live video. Richard. Yeah, it was a little bit better. Yes, welcome back indeed. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Am I live? What's going on here? Is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Welcome back, yes, to the Wednesday show. I will not be doing a show tomorrow. I no longer do even shows. I'll be talking about something particular. I did kind of allude to something that was going to be happening. It's happening a lot sooner than I thought, actually. Something's going to be happening tomorrow that we're going to be talking about, just before we end the show over here. A little bit of chaos over here on Cannon Fodder TV, especially when I do a live show. I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyhow, welcome here. Make sure that you do subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. Hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest and breaking news right here. Well, not Amazon Prime. We're better than Amazon Prime. Also coming to the live chat because he actually is also coming there. Top of the hour. Yeah, top of the hour. The first one in, the first one out. Yeah. Anyhow, people. So let's get into the first news segment of the day. I can't remember who it is. Did I do the artwork? I probably didn't. Did I? No, I didn't actually. God, tearing me up. Do you know what? Let me put the manager's name face up. So Mikel Arteta handed 8-man Arsenal injury crisis ahead of the North London derby. I was thinking, we've got 8 players injured? Really? Anyway, the Daily Mirror says that Arsenal are sweating on the fitness of a number of players ahead of a Saturday's North London derby with Tottenham, the Spuds, for the latest round of internationals. The internationals are such a bore. They're going to take on the Spurs on a Saturday, early kickoff, where a win would extend their league at the top of the table to 4 points, but it could now be without up to 8 players for the contest in what has become an injury crisis for Mikel Arteta. It's nothing new. Well, Mohamed Elneny and Smith Rowe has already been ruled out of the fixture, apparently. But early returns for international duty for injury-prone stars like Thomas Partey, Kieran Tierney, and Takehiro Tomiyasu leaves Arsenal squad stretched to limits. Again, I'm not saying this. The Daily Mirror is saying this. Partey, who withdrew from the Ghanaian starting lineup just moments ahead of a last week's game against Brazil after reporting discomfort in his knee, is the biggest concern and has already missed 4 of Arsenal's 8 games this season due to a persistent thigh problem. The midfielder's latest injury has raised new doubts about his long-term availability. And while his latest setback is not thought to be serious, his past record means the club's medical team will not be taking any chances on rushing him back in action. Tierney, on the other hand, has become second choice at left back, with season following Alexander Zinchenko's summer arrival. But despite performing admirably in Scotland's 3-0 win over the Ukraine, really good, last Wednesday, he has also returned to North London early due to concussion protocols. Oh, my goodness. But where's the 8 players? Where's the 8 players they were talking about, man? 8 players, are you sure about that? Are you absolutely sure? I'm thinking, like it said at the top of the segment there, we know Mohamed El Neni is a long-term injury. Emerson Rowe is something probably we still need to keep an eye on. But where are the other 6 players that they're talking about in the daily? I don't know what they're talking about. What are they talking about? I don't know. But anyhow, the internationals really for me is such a bore, a real bore for me. I mean, unless Colombia are taking part, I'm just not interested in it. But knowing fully well that the World Cup is just a few months away, I mean, would you really want to send your star players out on international duty? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a weird one. But where's the 8 players? Who are the 8 players? I mean, Daily Mirror, what are you talking about, man? Daily Mirror? Really? 8 players out injured? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyhow, the second news segment, if I can see where he is, was about William Saliba. And here he is. William Saliba, this is a bit of a strange one, actually. The unthinkable dropping Saliba. France boss Didier Deschamps has hinted that William Saliba and Edouard Camavinga could miss out on the World Cup in Qatar in favour of vital, experienced players. The 2 young future stars were both named in the starting lineup to take on Denmark yesterday, the day before yesterday, with Les Bleus having already missed out on top spot in the group stage. But both were hauled off at half-time. Deschamps has now explained his decision in making a double change at the break, before highlighting the importance of having his more experienced players back for the World Cup in Qatar. He went on to say, I don't think it's a shipwreck. We also had a lot of chances, excuse me, but we were ineffective. We had made some errors when playing out from the back. The France boss said after full-time via the Mirror, it's a young French side where the majority of the players don't have experience at the very highest level. It's not a question of formations, but when you have 4 corners and a Danish player is left alone each time, you can play with 3, 5 or 12 at the back. It doesn't change a thing. There's no need to worry. The fact that the players with international experience are coming back will do us good. Camavinga, that is, was not in the best mood. It can happen. He's not been with us for a long time, and he's starting the match already. He's also not the only one either. It will serve him well for the future, just as it will serve others. Obviously, we have young quality players who are learning, but the important thing is to recover all our vital experienced players for the 2 months in 2 months' time. While it can't hurt Saliba to be in and around the senior French squad, they have a wealth of strong centre backs to choose from, including Raphael Varane, Presnel, Kimpembe, Diod Upamecano, Jose Kouande, and the Liverpool's Konate. So it wouldn't be the biggest shot if he was to miss out on the squad for the tournament. But hopefully he has shown enough to get the nod for a place, an experience that could be huge in his development. I'm thinking, William Saliba, man. Again, I don't want to sound what's the word? I don't want to sound I don't know. He's Arsenal players, isn't it? You want to see the best players. It just happens to be that William Saliba is one of the best players we have at Arsenal in this current squad. Would you want him to be in the World Cup age, what is he, 21? 21? Of course I would. And of course you'd want to be in the French squad. But I also understand what Didier Deschamps is saying. It's good to have a wealth of experience, but those experienced players will not be there forever. So William Saliba, stand by for action. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts about that. Getting dropped at half time. It was dropped. It wasn't dropped. He was just substituted, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay, and the last segment is about your captain. Yeah, front and center. Granit Xhaka is now no longer in his 20s. He's now turned 30. Well, yesterday. It was yesterday. So happy birthday to Granit Xhaka, age 30. Yeah, Arsenal star transformed those loose cannons to a possible future coach. I don't think so. I don't think so. But again, happy birthday to Granit Xhaka. The X-Man has turned 30. Yes, indeed. So these, at least, have been the new segments come running on a Wednesday evening show. Wednesday, early evening. It's not late evening, early evening. Just 12 minutes after the hour of 6 p.m. UK time. So like I said from the beginning of the show, come into live chat. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to go into a poll. Is it a controversial poll? A little bit. On Monday, I had a good discussion. I won't say debate. Was it debate? Discussion with my brother about Raul Sanyehi. Yeah, man. The guy went in on Arsenal and saying, you know what, they went against the format that they laid down. What was it? They didn't want to have one person at the helm controlling everything like Arsene Wenger. Didn't want that. Coaches, managers, board members just sit there and the owner owns. But yeah. You know, if I was there, I would not have allowed Arsenal to change Mikel Arteta's title from coach to manager. The club's too big. The club is too big to have one person, you know, having his fingers in doing many different pies. But you let me know your thoughts about that. Now, I think we will go into the poll, but let me quickly look on our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments there. So we'll look very quickly. Right. Okay. Actually, there's one comment here. Carol, good evening to you. I'm hoping that we might see you on the channel. But yeah. We'll remain in communication via Ange, because Ange is, but we'll talk about that. Anyway, Carol has said, it's disappointing for a player to be dropped, but from our point of view, I would prefer to keep them safe and sound at home. Yeah. But I think I probably used the wrong phrase in there. Was he dropped? He was just substituted off. Might be detrimental. Would he feature in the World Cup? Let's wait and see. So, Carol, thank you for that comment there. What else has been? Any other comments on our Twitter feed? No, that's it for the time being. Refresh the page. Now, for the poll. Is Raul Sanyehi right? Did Arsenal make a mistake changing Arteta's job to manager? Now, I got a few stiff comments. There's a couple of stiff comments. I can't tell you. Listen, it's not going to stop me from saying what I have to say. My opinion. Yeah, and it's only a poll. It's only a poll, for crying out loud. Anyway, we've received 839 votes, 2 comments, and 25 likes. I had to remove one of the comments. Actually, it was based on a previous vote that we did there. I thought, ridiculous. I'm not going to allow anyone to use that kind of language. It's just a poll. There's no need to use those words there. Didn't your mama, teach you better than that, to be using the F word and the S word? And anyhow. So that's it. So again, the question is Raul Sanyehi right? Did Arsenal make a mistake by changing Mikel Arteta's title from coach to manager? Anyway, out of 839 votes, I'm just going to quickly refresh it and see if we had any more votes, because you never know. There's always one or two stragglers, isn't there? Let's have a look. 839. 847. Let's do 2 comments. The likes. What's going on with the likes? Minimum 50 likes. Well, 18% of you believe that Raul Sanyehi was right. Yeah, only 18%. And 82% of you, I don't know what's going on, man. You think that Arsenal did not make a mistake. Don't ask me what I think. You might get an answer that you might not like. All right. I think we can now go into the poll, the live chat at least anyway. And let's see who has joined us on this bump day, the bump Wednesday evening show. That's what it is. So like I said, on the top of the hour, first in, first out, Ashley D. Good evening, Ashley. I hope you're keeping well. And Static, hello Alex and all the gooners here all over this world of ours. Clockenbell, good evening to you. Bad news from Arsenal today is that Ben White is fit and available for the North London derby. Why is that bad news? You don't like Ben White, do you, Clockenbell? God, dearie me. Good afternoon, Alex. Yes, says the December. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a live. We didn't see you in a live chat on the big Sunday show. So what's going on? Hope you're keeping well. As they say, if you haven't anything positive to say nothing. I'm waiting until I have my opinion on the season as it looks can be. The assembled. You know the kind of, how can I say this? I was having a good conversation with Richard, who's co-host on the Big Sunday show, about another segment. And, I said, I'll be in a particular, I'm going to get this in a moment. I said, but I try and be in the live chat when I'm not coming live, but there are other segments running, and I'll make sure everyone's doing the right thing. And said, well, yeah, you've got other moderators there. But what Richard doesn't realize is that back in the day, when we first started, when no one literally heard of us, I mean, there's still billions of people who haven't heard of Cannon Point TV. But when we were starting to gather momentum and we reached 2,000 subscribers and the 5,000, and from the 5,000, 7,000, 9,000. I remember at that point in there, we were getting so much negative comments, so many silly comments in the live chat, so many. And I thought, no, we're not having this. We're not having this. So we have built up this community here. Right? We're going to have a certain amount of standards here. And that means I'm not going to allow people to come in a live chat and use, foul and vulgar language. And if you want, I've said this so many times, if you want to use that kind of language, there are other platforms in cyberspace, there are other channels will use that. And you might call me a prune, I don't care, but not on Canal 4 TV. I'm not going to have the F word, the C word, the N words. And Richard doesn't realize that. So it's taken a lot of hard work to get the channel to where I want it to be. We've still got a way to go. But we're trying to build up a certain standard on Canal 4 TV where we're not going to have that kind of talk or that chat in a live chat. But the point I'm trying to make is, Assemble, as long as you're not using foul language, as long as you're not abusing somebody, or inciting racism or violence, bring it on. It's your opinion. It's your opinion. So what are you talking about? Come on. You know what we're like. Sort yourself out, geezer. If you've got an opinion, let's hear your opinion. People are going to disagree with your opinion, and so what? It's your opinion. Come on. Yes, John the Geezer. Evening Gooners, Derby Day is coming up and we are ready to shoot them down. Yeah, Chicken Nando's FC. John, I could probably ask this question when we're off the air, but are you going to be meeting DWTT? DWTT, one of the contributors, has landed in the UK in time for the North London Derby. I'm hoping to meet him at the Emirates. We'll be going live. But John, are you going to be up for meeting Gary at the Emirates? I know it's difficult. I know you've got your family anyway, but yeah, just interesting. Bell, newsflash: Holding and Essential are waiting in. You guys, man, you guys are just jokers. Ralston, he received more brown envelopes than Prince Andrew gave out. How do you know? Were you the one giving out the brown envelopes? Tomfoolery. All right. Okay, fair enough. Pesci! What's happening, Pesci, man? I hope you're all right. Oh, dear. I've got to be very careful because I noticed when I use those two words together, yeah, that I can't remember. It was an easy tool I think we were doing. It got demonetized because they use artificial intelligence to listen to certain phrasing. So I'm not going to mention those two words again, man. Yeah, I'll put it up again. Were you giving them out, Cluckenbell? I've got a headache. I'm tired, man. Today I was tired at work, man. I almost fell asleep. Anyhow. So let's have a look here. Been any other comments? Any other comments? Let's have a look. Any other comments there? No other comments there. All right. Okay, let me refresh this page here before I give you the breaking news. And you know what? It's good to. How can I say this without getting over emotional? Next year, the years are going so quick. The year's almost at an end. Where are we? September. September's almost at an end. In October. In October, is my daughter's birthday. But next year, if I'm still alive, will be 5 years of doing Canon 4 TV. 5 years, man. That's like a marriage, isn't it? God damn, 5 years. Oh. And we have seen a lot of stuff. Some good times, some bad times, in different times. You remember the pandemic. But like I said on the Monday show with my brother, I can feel like now I can believe Canon 4 TV is going in the direction that I've always wanted it to go. I want more contributors. And, we've still got more people that we need to talk to. On a particular day, you're going to have maybe a show in the morning, a live show, one live show in the evening, one live show in the afternoon, lunchtime, and then another show in the evening, hopefully with me. So you have 3 different presenters, hopefully not every day, maybe every day, but we're going in the right direction, which leads me to bring you this really good breaking news. I'm so happy to announce that tomorrow, apart from the Big Sunday show segment that Paul does on Sunday, we've got another segment tomorrow. And for now, the name we have given it is the Thursday Night Football Show. We're still going to be thinking about some names. Actually, let me remove this out of the way so you can see everything. So Thursday nights from now on is going to be dominated by the Thursday Night Football Show with Richard and Ange. So tomorrow they're going to be talking about Arsenal versus Ajax. That's Arsenal women's ladies. And also the second half of the show, they'll be talking about the North London derby. Yeah, of course, Arsenal versus the Spuds. But I can't wait for this segment. It's going to be dropping tomorrow. 8 p.m. UK time. Now, we are going to be promoting until the cows come home. I've already circulated and started a promotion on Twitter. And I've just started it now. So look out for the latest segment coming on Canon for the TV. Thursday Night Football. It's going to be mainly based in talking about Arsenal women's football. And maybe a little bit about, Arsenal men's football as well. But mainly about, the Arsenal women's football. So, I'm really, really excited. Look out for this one. 8 p.m. Kickoff time tomorrow, UK time. I tell you what, I'm really, really excited for this. We've got the big Sunday show with Paul and Richard. Now, Richard, doubling up, man. Oh, my goodness. We've got the Thursday evening football show as well. And there's a few other bits and pieces, but we'll hold off from that. So you've just been told it. The breaking news. Thursday night football show. Mainly topical about Arsenal ladies or Arsenal women's football. And only a teeny weeny bit about the men's football as well. Because I think we'll talk about enough about the men's football. So look out for that 8 p.m. Yeah. Be there or be square. Yeah. I think there's been a few more comments in the live chat before I do end up the show here. I need to make myself some dinner. Pesci says, this is a test the weekend. Arsenal beaten Spurs. Arteta would challenge for the title. For the title, I think you mean? Yeah. And the Assemble says, I think our medical staff need an overhaul as the fans can anticipate the chaos that happens with our players. Fitness, but I get the idea. They're shocked. I don't know what it is, assembled man. I mean, haven't we changed the staff, the medical staff? It's just really, really strange for me. Pesci, no, if it's in April or May next year, this is when you say Arsenal and Arteta are challenging for the league title. That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. 7 likes. Like and subscribe, people like nobody's business. Any more comments on our Twitter feed? If not, we'll call this one quits. And remember, I no longer do live evening shows. What we do a pre-recorded segment, both James Rowe and myself. A lot of you might remember or might not remember James Rowe, but James Rowe is a sports writer, London-born, but he now lives out in Amsterdam. So we record shows based around the Europa League, and that comes up live on a Thursday afternoon. But I don't do any more live stuff now on a Thursday because we've got the Thursday night show coming out now, isn't it? Brilliant stuff there. Yeah, John. So are you going to be up for meeting DWTT at the Emirates, or are you going to be too busy for the North London derby? I think we're done. I think we are finished. Let me check something here. I just noticed. All right, so it is running at its highest point. Okay. Obviously, we haven't changed them enough. I tend to believe it's probably a bit of both. And when I say that, I mean the players that we've gone for, because you look at Kieran Tierney, you remember he came with a history of being injured, didn't he? Thomas Partey, not so much. And Tomiyasu, I think I featured him last week. He had a history of being injured as well. So it's possibly the kind of players that we are recruiting. And also something's happening with the training. It's the same thing every season. And there is no right time to be injured. You know, any time a player gets injured, it's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. There is no right time to get injured. Okay. And Carl. It just says hi. That means Carl is busy. Do you still think Liverpool are going to win the league, Carl? Well, might as well Man City. Man City. So it's the recruitment policy. I'm just saying that I think that's probably one facet, because if you do a little bit of homework and you type in Thomas Partey's stats and it comes up as transfer market, all the history of Thomas Partey when he was at Atletico Madrid and Arsenal, you see there's quite a few injuries. Kieran Tierney, Tomiyasu, with a history of being injured before they came to Arsenal. That's what I'm saying. Watching the cricket. All right, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I can't be playing cricket in this weather. September. Isn't the cricket season over? Anyhow. I believe that we finished. I think we're finished. Are we? Oops. The medical staff can only work with what they are given. All right, I know which side of the fence you are on him. Yeah, all right. Even Carl, what's happening to Trent? Yeah, man, the guy get drop in it. Get drop again, boy. God, dare me. Yeah, England are playing in Pakistan. All right, okay. It must be quite cold there then. Must be quite cold. Yeah. Okay. Any of my moderators still watching? Are we done? Are we finished, moderators? Are we finished? Really? Yeah, possibly, yeah. You know, I didn't joke. I was quite serious. You know, and I think that the English Conversation Club put a comment in live chat on the Big Sunday show about, does Mikel Arteta have to start making excuses for the players not to go out on international duty? Remember, Fergie, Oh no, the player's injured. He's broken his leg. He's broken his leg. He can't play in the internationals, England internationals. And then the next available, Premier League game, that same player, that same said player was running on the pitch. So I don't know. Does Mikel Arteta have to be a little bit more smarter now, and not be so free and easy to send the players out on international duty? Just come up with an excuse not to send the player out on international duty, especially those ones that are so brittle and so open to getting injuries. I don't know. Oh, behave yourself. Behave. I haven't had nothing to eat. What are you talking about? Never an hour. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Saka doesn't make a good left. God damn everything. Dear. I watched a bit of it. Talk about Dyer. I don't mean Derek, was it Eric Dyer? I mean boring football. Left back. Because left back. What are you expecting the guy to do? Take on all 10 players from the left back position? Are you guys so short of left backs? God, my goodness. And we all know he's good at making excuses. It was the... The excuse is not to send the players out on Oh, yes, well, that is funny, man. You guys are on point, man. Do you know? I think I better quit while I'm ahead, man. Let me quit while I'm ahead. Let's have a last look at our Twitter feed. There's been any comments? No. Okay. Oops. Have a last look at this. I don't think I'll be speaking about the Ralston Yehi comments anymore, man. I might upset somebody. Some people are easily upset. Yeah, the poll that we did, the question was, is Ralston Yehi right? Did Arsenal make a mistake changing Arteta's job from coach to Arsenal? 857 votes, 2 comments, 28 likes now. Well, 18% of the subscribers say actually Arsenal, yes, they made the mistake by changing Arteta's job title from coach to manager. And yeah, 82% of you have been sleeping. Anyway, we're done. We're done over here. Oh my goodness, yeah. God. And do you know why he's still there? Because he got England to semi-final and a final, and yeah, blah 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 blah. I mean, I don't support England. I support Colombia. Wife's Colombian. Long story, but boring. Talk about boring, man. Oh goodness. I did some painting in the summer. I prefer to watch the paint dry than watch England play, man. Really? God dear. I personally come to the conclusion that he creates problems and can't solve them. Oh, well, yeah. Still need to make some excuses not to send the players out on international duty. Yeah. Do you know what? I know Ashley says go for another hour. Still an hour to go. Are you crazy? Very rarely do I do, more than an hour shows, man. I try and do everything inside an hour. Yeah, no. Always always have the audience wanting more. Yeah. Don't have the audience thinking, oh, God, we should just be quiet. I just wish the show would just end now, please. Oh, my goodness. But you know what? You're getting your wishes now. England can't win anything with Harry Maguire in defence. Anyhow, we've come to an end. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday evening show over here. Do not forget to join Richard and Ange, the First Lady of Canon Freud TV. I've got to say, yeah, on the Thursday evening football show. Predominantly talking about, maybe, women's football, but at least Arsenal at least. And they will both be reviewing the North London Derby. 8 p.m. UK time. Thursday night football show. Be there or be square. Anyhow, anywho, I think I'm done. I'm finished. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday evening show over here on our channel. And the next time you'll see me will be. I'm trying to think now. I'm not doing a show on Thursday. There's no Easy Talk on Friday, and it might just be Saturday. It will be Saturday. Saturday will be the next time that you see me. Yeah. And don't forget to tune in for the big Sunday night show with Paul and maybe Richard making another appearance on that show there. Oh my God. I've got to start to pay Richard now, man. Goodness. Anyhow, it's finished. It's finished. Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.